Oh, hello, hello. My heart to your heart. I'm so honored that you are here. And I just wanted to share with you this beautiful moment in time. Nothing like coming to the water and just being still and just breathing. I wanted to pop on and say, it is time to start doing more live moments where I am walking with your heart and your spirit and taking it, I want to say, calling it, taking it to the water. At this moment in time, let's take it to the water. When I was on my lovely awakening spiritual journey, and I happened to do it in Vegas, I want to say, what year was that? About 2010, 2012. And I wanted to live in Vegas because I really needed that hot heat. After living in the Northwest, I really needed that hot heat. But that was also where I tapped in really deeply with more of who I was becoming and more who I became to this now, at this moment in time. So I just wanted to say I'm going to take it to the water, pay homage to our ancestors. Weekly, I'm going to do weekly moments. Sometimes they'll be live, sometimes they'll be videotaped. And I will channel with the ancestors and get lovely messages for our hearts and our spirits. As I was saying, when I be awakened to more of who I've come here to be, I was in Vegas, and I'm a dreamer. I have really always been a big dreamer, and I have very vivid dreams. And I took when I have dreams, I usually write them down. But this one was really powerful. This one propelled me to this moment here in time now, present time now. And I didn't understand it at the time why, because I really did not want to come back to the Northwest. But Spirit has a way of carrying you where you need to be. And if you're listening, you will follow the messages and hear the messages. And I needed to get back here I needed to be present in the Northwest in 2019. And I decided being present here in the Northwest was my beginnings. And I did not want to keep trying to run away from this beautiful part of the world. I didn't want to keep running away from all of this. My parents brought me here. I'm in Kingston, Washington at this moment in time. But my parents brought me here when I was back in the 70s, back 1974, 78, with my three brothers. I'm the youngest of three. And the one thing that I had always loved about the Northwest was the water. There's water everywhere. There's mountains and there's water. So we have the best of the both worlds here. I can come down to this lovely space and time and see eagles flying in the sky and birds and lovely birds floating around. And that's over yonder is where we catch a ferry where I can head into Seattle. So I'm like about 30 minutes from Seattle on the water. And that is just, about an hour, 30 minutes on the water and 30 minutes down the road. So you can't, little heaven on earth moment in time. I love being in the Northwest at this time. I really didn't understand why Spirit brought me back here. My ancestors said there's something that you need to stop running and come back here, put some roots in. And some foundations, do what you've always wanted to do. I have a book that is coming out, and it was called Games Mama Never Taught Me. So as I'm walking and becoming more of my spiritual becoming, I realized that it wasn't time in 2019 when I started my business, my spiritual business, Pure Bliss, when I opened up those doors. And now we are in 2025, and I'm just totally amazed with the beautiful energy, and surprised and grateful, and just knowing that we had built up to all of this, as we have revved up to all of this beautifulness. So now that I'm understanding why I've come back here, and more so now than ever, the energy is ready. Time is time. Time is fluid. Don't pay attention to time. I have to say that. Don't pay attention to time. Time is divine. If anything, no matter when things happen, it's always divine timing. So now that we are here at this moment in time, I will say that when I was dreaming in Vegas and my awakening, the one dream that came, it was so vivid. I've written about it, talked about it, but this time I understand it. It said I was sleeping and I woke, and I was by a river with women. We were gathered washing clothes at the river, and everyone was singing, and they were singing this song, and says, "Take it to the water. Take it to the water. Take it to the water." And I woke up singing that same song, "Take it to the water, take it to the water." But it was a deep southern, kind of like as if we were back in the days on a plantation, and our hearts and our spirits were calling to our ancestors. And we were saying, even though we were there washing clothes, we were taking all of our sadness and our sorrows, and the song and the singing brought us joy. It brought me joy to hear the voices and the melody, and it was just beautiful. And I don't sing out in public, but that time I was singing. And I woke up singing the same song. Take me to the water, take me to the water. And then I realized that it was time to get back to Seattle. So I started packing up and making my way. It took me 30 days to get here, 30 days to, realize that it was time to go. And then, once I made that move, it was the best decision I had ever made, because it brought me to this time now, this present time now. And so I say the ancestors walk with us in our hearts and spirit. They give us these beautiful messages for us. And when I am being still and I'm very present to all that I'm wanting and all that I'm knowing, this is my joy, this is my fun, when I can get down to the water and just be. And I wanted to bring you with me, and I wanted to say, take it to the water. Whenever your heart is feeling sadness, confusion, I'm just going to sit here on this lovely log, confusion. There are so many beautiful spaces and time and place and time where you could just sit and just be with yourself. Sometimes it's lovely just to be home, but getting out to Mother Nature, getting out to the earth, getting out to the beach, to the parks, to the forests, and just being, it really does something for the heart and the soul. It's just like from this moment on today, it's going to be magical. It's going to be magical. I can feel it in my heart. So thank you for joining me at this moment in time. And let's take it to the water. Okay, let's take it to the water. Let's be present with our hearts and our spirits and our souls. And I'm going to be silent for a moment in time, because I hear messages usually from the ancestors when I'm channeling. I'll hear them 2 or 3 times, and then I'll say it out loud. Just be still for a moment and breathe. My solar plex is really activated. The sun, I'm not surprised. The sun, solar. Okay, I'm hearing it more than once. Be present. Be present with self. You are present. You are present. My heart to your heart. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.